Back at it again on the 70XL or LTD, whichever one you want to call it. Deck lid. Underside's been primed. The top has been glazed. Any low spots filled in. Looks good. Taillight, hood scoop. Doors are epoxied. And the hood has finally been slicked out. All glazed, all the holes drilled. Hood scoop matches the hood. The underside primed. This is going final prime, super build, and another round of super build because I'm a little worried that there might be a couple imperfections left. So we're gonna do another round of super build and then this will get final primed along with those. So I've sprayed epoxy on all these parts. Now I'm just gonna run red scuff pad to knock any dirt and to give it a little tooth. If you've watched my other episodes on this, you probably got that by now, but I'll just repeat it. Just getting dirt off. Making sure it's clean, going over. It's always good to put another round of eyes on it. This is still within the window of respray, but it doesn't hurt. Get all the little cracks and crevices. So I started a shop when I was like 17. Was doing pretty good being a kid and not knowing how to run a business, and I still don't know how to run a business, but I kind of goofed that one up. Should have saved my money, but anyways, I digress. I've been doing this a while, on and off, but the last few paint jobs I've done have been with the help of other people, and you don't realize how valuable a second set of hands is, especially somebody who knows how to do body work and paint, but it makes the process go, I'd say 3 times faster with one set of hands, one extra set of hands. Doing it by myself, I've realized that I can't pick everything up or flip it, or I have to either make some contraption or wait till somebody comes home or stuff like that. You know, you can't just do everything as needed. And along with that is I've realized I try to be perfect, and I know perfection doesn't exist, and that burns me because I really like things to be exactly the way I envision them. But sometimes you gotta let that go, and that's just very hard for me. Anyways, the point I'm getting at is I have real world experience again. I'm remembering all this stuff from years ago. This is, gosh, 10 years? At least 10 years ago, longer than that. Just doing things on my own, it takes a long time. A lot longer than I remember and a lot longer than I'd like it to take. I just know from now on that things are just gonna take a long time. This shop is not insulated, so there's no heat and there's no air conditioning. When it rains, the roof leaks. It's better than being outside, but it's not ideal. I gotta work around that. So there's some days that I'm really slow. There's some days that I get things done. There's some days that I have to pivot. There's some days I can't do certain things, like I don't feel comfortable spraying paint when it's 8 degrees outside. It takes a lot longer to do things than you're thinking it will. So if you're planning a project, just quadruple the time. That's the best advice. If you think it's gonna take 2 months, make it 8. If you think it's gonna cost $1,000, expect 4. I know other people don't like it. I don't like it, but it's just life. All that to say, yes, I'm making another video of doing body work on the LTD. I would have liked to have been painting by now. The car's ready. Car's ready for paint. I'm just trying to get everything caught up. That way I'm not painting the car and then I still have to prime and body work other stuff. Like that's kind of not the system you want to go with. You can do that, but I want everything to be ready to rock and roll. And then that way when I start painting, all I'm doing is painting. With me saying that it's taken extra time, doing it myself, realizing it, remembering it, diving into the whole experience of doing it all myself. A couple hands here and there, but mostly myself. It's given me a better appreciation, or it's reappreciated my past experiences, and I've just got to add that to the equation for myself of how long something takes. Hood scoop was pretty close, but I ended up skim coating it and redoing the entire bottom edge. I fiberglassed all of the bottom to perfectly match the hood contour. I tried to work around it, but there was just no way. I spent like 2 days on this thing. It's a good head scoop, but it just didn't fit perfectly, and I couldn't deal with it. So hopefully it's gonna look so much more badass now that it's matched. It's gonna be one of those so subtle points where it's like the hood scoop just lines up so perfectly that it's supposed to be that way, but it's just gonna look so much better than like a hood scoop that is pretty good. You guys need to start telling me what you want to see, because I've got ideas, but sometimes my ideas don't come out the greatest. At least I feel that way. The cowl panel and the front valance is the only thing I haven't done yet. I think I'm ready for spring. No, I'm not. The pollen. Yeah, you guys tell me what you guys want to see. Comment. Comment down below. This has been 180'd. And glazed. I think that's my downfall though, is I want everything to be perfect. And I know I can get 99% there, but how much effort, how much time? And this we will just kind of wipe off the dirt, the jar dirt. Uh-oh. Oh, I missed a spot. Darn it. I thought I got it. Nope. That's a bummer. I need to fix this low spot right here, and then we will be ready to prime this. I totally forgot about that. Y'all have seen me use the feather fill. I really enjoy this primer. It covers well and it sands good. And there's no shrinking because it is a hybrid polyester. So it's really strong. The only downside is you can't really wet sand it, or you're not supposed to wet sand it because it's porous, kind of like body filler. But other than that, it's a really great primer, which I don't honestly like wet sanding anymore anyways. I think it's a mess, and I also think that you're introducing moisture when you don't really need to, and then maybe down the road you might have some corrosion issues or some bubbling from the water. I don't know. I just don't like wet sanding anymore. So I just use the dry sanding method. It works for me. Getting pretty close to the end here. I know I've said it 1,000 times, but the car's ready. Got to sand these couple spots on the hood today, and then I'll have the hood ready. And then I'm gonna go ahead and finish up 180 grit on the doors, and those will be ready. And then the fenders, but I'm gonna wait till the car's painted before I finish the fenders. That way the car's a little bit more condensed. I'll have the trunk and the doors and the taillights all put on it, and then I'll be able to finish up the front clip. And as I'm finishing up the front clip, I'll be able to assemble the rest of the car. And then that way, hopefully soon, this car is done. I really just wanted to make this video to give everybody a realistic time frame if you're gonna build a car yourself or if you're gonna do your own paint job, on the time frame you're gonna be looking at. If you want a nice paint job, it's just gonna take some time. Things aren't gonna work out the way you wanted it to. Things are gonna take longer. But in the end, it's all worth it because this car is gonna be super straight and it's gonna be a really clean, mean burnout machine. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching, liking, subscribing, commenting. If you liked this video of me just kind of blabbling on while I was working, let me know in the comments. Like I said, if there's anything you guys want to see, again, let me know in the comments. I've got a bunch of ideas that I just haven't pulled the trigger on making the videos and put the time into those. Just been kind of swamped with this project and this project, but there's also another project behind me that I'm not gonna show you just yet because it's super sweet and I don't wanna give it away. But anyways, thanks for liking. Hopefully everyone has a great week and go out and build something.